What's up, y'all? It's your girl Mandy, and we're back with another episode of Mandy's Quick Reviews. So, I uploaded a video of me doing a review on the Keisha Cole movie. So, this next video is about Arnold. It's the Arnold Schwarzenegger docuseries that is on Netflix. So, when I first heard about this docu-series, I was kind of excited because, of course, we all know Arnold Schwarzenegger is a legend. He's in Terminator, he's done Kindergarten Cop, Twins, movies like that. So I was very excited to see this film. I grew up with Arnold Schwarzenegger, not like that, but like watching his movies and stuff. So the release date for this docu-series was June 7th, 2023. Of course, knowing me, I haven't gotten around to it till like last week. It took me, I'm sorry, no, I'll take that back. It actually took me 2 weeks to finish this because each episode is about an hour. So, and it's a lot of information in that 1 hour. They jam-packed it in there. I don't know how they did it, but again, it's on Netflix. It's about the life and the career of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Each episode is 1 hour, jam-packed with plenty of information. There is 3 episodes. So basically, it started with the beginning of his life, where he grew up in Austria, and then how he got into bodybuilding, and then the next episode was how he got into movies, how he came to America, how his popularity grew, and how he met his ex-wife. And the last episode was basically his popularity going into the 2000s, his political career, the end of his political career, and how he split with his wife and what he's up to now in 2023. This docuseries was a great choice for Netflix because, as always, you know, Netflix does a great job with documentaries and docuseries because they have the money to kind of put everything together like that in like a big grand form. So some of the concerns I had coming into this docuseries, one, of course, as we all know, Mr. Schwarzenegger did have an affair with his housekeeper, which was a result of a son being conceived with her. I thought that I would think that they would talk about that in kind of detail, or, you know, have her, you know, tell her side of the story. But once I started watching that, it wasn't messy and she wasn't in it, but the son was in it. So I got to see what he looked like grown up because I remember seeing him as a little kid. I was concerned that a big part of it was going to be about his political career. And I said big, but once I watched it, it was kind of a lot, but not really. And also, any explanation of any movies that flopped. I don't recall any movies of his that flopped in my childhood. They probably were some, but I don't remember. And I know that I had a concern that he would kind of like give an excuse of why, you know, he would talk about that type of stuff. So let's get into what I liked about the docuseries. First step is that he explained his political career. So let me explain something, y'all. I was about 7 or 8 years old when he went into office, right? I didn't know nothing about how it works. I know that he couldn't run for president because he wasn't born here. You have to be a natural, like born here citizen to run for president. But when I watched the docuseries, it basically explained that he was a winner in a recall election, and I didn't know that could happen. So I learned something new every day. I learned a lot about his career before he came into Hollywood. I didn't know he was into bodybuilding like that, like he was Mr. Hercules and all that stuff. You know, how he trained, what kind of diet he had, who he was with, and how he grew up, like where he grew up. I never have seen Austria. I didn't know like Austria's in Germany, right? I didn't know that. So I learned something about geography in Austria too. I liked seeing how his children were in the documentary, hanging out with him at his house. He's still close with his children. I don't know if he's close with his ex-wife. I mean, if he is, that's good. But if he's not, I guess that's okay too, because, you know, he broke her heart. So yeah. And also, I like seeing him in shape. I just found out he's 75 years old and he works out like a young man, which is insane. to see him bond with his children. I do want to add that Joseph, the child that was made outside of his marriage, was there. And he's big and strong, and I think he's doing movies too. I'm not sure, but he was in there too. Some of the things I didn't like, it's not a lot, because honestly, this documentary, it wasn't like my top favorite, but it was pretty long. But one thing that really stood out to me was that I learned how his mother died, and it broke my heart. It'll break your heart. Let me tell y'all what happened. So his father died when Arnold was younger, and they buried him in Austria, right? Arnold's mother still lived in Austria, and she was going to see his father's grave, and she basically died of a heart attack or something at the father's grave. So that was kind of heartbreaking to learn, and it tugged my heartstrings a little bit. The next thing I didn't like was that I kind of got a vibe he didn't really, I don't want to say enjoy being in office, but I just felt like he maybe got into office and he didn't think that it was what he thought it was going to be. So he kind of gave me that vibe, like, oh, okay, I didn't prepare for that. Like, he didn't think like that. So I kind of got a vibe from that when he was talking about his political career. Is this bingeable? Yes, it is 3 episodes. Again, they are long, very long episodes, but a lot of information. So I would give this documentary a 4 stars, only because of how long it is. It took me like 2 weeks to finish it, so I hope you guys get a chance to check it out. Again, it's on Netflix, and thank y'all so much for listening to my quick review. See you later. Bye.